All right. You are live.
Okay, I just hit it to go live. I'm not sure where Devin is, or I'm not sure what we're doing today. Oh, Devin's gonna go lock the door. Okay. Here, that can go on that kit. Okay, welcome to Fabric Chicks Live on Wednesday, the 22nd, I think. Hey, Susan, how are you? You should get a prize for being the first one on. Hang on a second. I do have a prize box. I'm gonna grab it real quick while we're waiting for people to log on. Oh gosh. Devin, there's a bunch of texts on the shop phone if you wanna double check that. Okay, hang on a second. I'm getting the giveaway box if I can find it. Well, I can't reach it, so I'm just going to grab a few things out of there. Okay, so for those of you who logged on early, I've got a few giveaways. So Susan, Victor, Brenda, Mary Lou, Sherry, and Carolyn, look at what I'm doing, and I'm going to do it in order. So I'm going to show you. I've got So Easy Guide. I don't know which camera are we on, my camera or that camera?
That one.
Okay, so I've got that as a freebie. I've got a panel play vest as a freebie. It goes up to extra small to extra large, bust size 44 to 47. It's kind of a fitted vest, kind of cute. I've got a McCall's full vest, a full jacket. I've got a Primitive Gatherings USA pattern. I've got a Wally Walla Kitty pattern. I've got an origami bag encore pattern and threaded together the pink ribbon quilt project book. Looks like it might have those projects in it, but I'm not sure. And then a So Vintage New Creations book. So for those of you who tuned in early, and I haven't had time to call you back, the shop has literally been swamped for 3 days. Like, I've taken in 14 quilts to quilt in the last 2 days. I have, so I will give you a call. But I have 5 of those treadle sewing machines, and I can't give them away either. Nobody wants them. Everybody says they take up too much space. Okay. Oh, Carolyn, you got to pick again because Susan was first. So Susan gets the guide. Susan gets this. Let me give you some tape. Susan gets the guide. If you guys, okay. Let me go back to the beginning. Who was the first 6 people? I called your names. If I called your name, you can pick one of those things. Okay. All right. If I called your name,
Victor was one of them.
Yeah, Susan was the first one. Okay, and then so Carolyn picked something else.
Which Susan?
Mary Lou DeHaunt. Mary Lou has the vest. Brenda has something origami. Gosh, I don't know if I could make this any more complicated for myself. I would. Brenda has the origami. Okay, Brenda has the origami. Sherry picked something else. So Vintage. This one is Victor. Okay. Who needs to pick something else? Victor is the So Vintage. USA is Carolyn. I'm gonna write that in pencil, except for that my pencil lead is broken. In case you want to give that away, Carolyn, I'm writing it in pencil. You can erase it out. Okay, Carolyn's got something. Oh, I'm glad your roofing stuff got delivered, Judy, but we did miss you today. Tina, I don't know why you can't find us on Facebook. It's always a quandary for me. Okay, and then
Where did this one go?
that one is Carolyn's, and that one is Mary Lou. Okay, All right, that's enough of the freebies. Mary Lou, I am wearing a jacket that Lynn Waddell made for herself, but it's the Halloween fabrics we had on the sale the other day. And here, I'll come out here so you can see it. It is a fun little Halloween jacket. We're working on the pattern, but you know, I'm not a pattern writer, so I am going to do the pattern the size that I have. So if you guys ever see me, you can try it on to see if it fits you. And then you can adjust it to be larger or smaller. We're just going to do the exact pattern that I have for me because I do not know how to make a pattern larger sizes and smaller sizes. Like, do you add an inch? Do you add a half an inch? I don't know. So we're not doing that. Just so you know, I can't make my life any crazier unless I find somebody who's actually a pattern maker. Okay, so we have a few specials here. We have, okay, so we have some trims, 4 yards for $1, S160. S160, it's a grosgrain with paw prints. S160 is 4 yards for $1. And then we have, and there is probably enough for everybody who wants it, but I'm not making any promises. S159 is 4 yards for $1, a cute little flower. And then S157 is a calico print. S157 is a cute little calico print. And then it's kind of a beigey background. And then we have more of a white cream, kind of a off-white background of the calico. 4 yards for $1 is $158.
Connie Williams.
Oh, Connie, it's good to see you.
Hi, Connie.
I am just gonna say, Judy, I could hardly wait. I've gotten 14 quilts into quilt since yesterday. So I'm super excited that you've got 2 more for me. No, actually, I love quilting. I just have to get Devin to run the downstairs permanently so I can lock myself upstairs like Rapunzel. Okay, here's another cute little floral one. S31, 4 yards for $1. S31, 4 yards for $1. And then here's a cute horse one. S32, 4 yards for $1. S32, 4 yards for $1. S32. Okay, perfect, Judy. Okay, so those are our $4 a yard trims. The white with the cheetah print is $158. The kind of beigey, more beigey background, $157. The pink flowers, $159. The white horses is $32. And 4 yards for $1. That's 25 cents a yard. So super good price point. Not seeing you on Facebook. Beverly Ann, I think there is maybe an issue because Tina couldn't see us on Facebook either. So I don't know about that, but if you ever can't find us on Facebook, you can sign out, sign back in. Here, Devin went to answer the phone, so I'm going to just lift us up here so you can see us. I'm not sure what the issue is. Okay, so we have 5 books. So these are in the beginning books, and they are, I believe they each have 6 projects. So like this book has all of these projects. So you've got piecing, you've got applique. They're geared towards 2.5-inch jelly rolls. I'm gonna, this one's called Whimsy Quilts by Jason Yenter. So S140 is $12. So that's only $2 a pattern. So you've got the pieced flower basket. They always feature his lines of fabric, but of course you can use any fabrics. And like this bird one would be great for, it would be great for scrappy quilts. I always think his projects are good for scraps. Use up your scraps so you can afford new fabrics and you'll have space on your shelves. Here's one with cars, and here's one with kitty cats. So all kinds of fun ideas to get you inspired. Use up your stash so you can start a new stash. This is just kind of a classic floral pieced quilt. So really good step-by-step instructions, paper piecing. There's a seahorse in there. I didn't see the seahorse. Half square triangles. I'm sure you guys love those. But the seahorse is cute. So just a variety of patterns, only $12 for the book. So S140 is $12. And then we have Urban Jungle quilts here. And that one is cute. We had that as a sample in the shop at one point. But the price point, it looks like there's 5 patterns in this book. So it's only $10. It's still $2 a pattern, basically. And you know, patterns are not cheap. But that's kind of fun. They give you the inspiration of with the kitties in the windows. And then that's just a great one for big focal prints. And that's kind of a fun one. So this is S142 for $10. S142 for $10. And then this one is Garden of Riches quilts. Obviously for people who love to piece, but also a couple of applique ones also. So that's kind of very moody. A lot. Oh, this one is fun. This one has a recipe with each one. The owls are really cool. So it's kind of just a different take, but like I said, $2 a pattern is a really good price point. I was seeing if there's another recipe or if there was just one in the book, but I thought I saw more when I was flipping through them earlier. But it might have been one of the other books. I'm not a piecer, as you guys know, so these kind of give me the hives just looking in these books. Anyways, Garden of Riches here, at least one recipe. S144 is only $10. S144 is only $10 for the Garden of Riches quilts. And then Mac would for sure love the kitty quilts. And then this is another one. Let's see what the number is. So this is going to have those 5 projects there. So teapots, love. The puzzle pieces is pretty cool. I don't know. And this is great for a jelly roll if you just want something quick and easy. That would be a good one. And it's kind of like modern meets traditional, in my opinion. You got a tea party here. I could have sworn I found more recipes. Here's the one for puzzles. And it looks like it could be appliqued, but I'm not positive with the directions here. But I think it is appliqued because I'm not really seeing piecing directions, although you have some piecing there. So don't get me started. I have no idea. Okay, I'd have to read the pattern. And let's see what we got here. Oh gosh. Fran says fabric in Maui was $16.97 per yard. So anyways, here is the rest of the patterns and directions here. So if you want some good pattern book for inspiration, S143 is $10. And then impression quilts is these 6 projects. So you've got some curved piecing, which really we think is hard, but it's not. So let's see. Kind of modern with a twist, but you can always sew these patterns and then use them in jackets or different wearable arts. There's a lot of fun things you can do with these, but and that is a super easy layout and great for bigger pieces. So that's kind of a fun little alternate design that you have there. S141 is $12. Teresa, I don't know. That's the conversation of the day, not showing up on Facebook. I don't know. I'm not, there's several of you that had issues. S141 is $12. Thank goodness that we have, Dina says, hi, Doris.
Hi, Dina.
That's kind of a good thing we have YouTube to back up into if we need it. Okay, so those are the new inspirational books from In the Beginning. And then we have these 3 laces that we just got in case you need some pink lace. 30 is 50 cents a yard. It's got cute little hearts on it. We don't have a whole bunch of it. S29 is, do you want to give it to Doris? S29 is 50 cents a yard also. Hello. So that's a cute little ruffly. S29 is 50 cents a yard. And then S24 is that pink ruffle. So 50 cents a yard for all of these. S24 is the wider one. S29 and then S30 is the hearts. And we just, Peggy brought us these cute little Santa aprons for little girls. And, well, not Santa, but Christmas. So if you want a cute project to do with a small child, S13 is $10 a panel. S13 is $10 a panel. And it has a cute little ruffle, gingerbread bake shop, it's called. And you can always trace this pattern and then do it in fabric with each season or each holiday for your granddaughter if you've got a granddaughter or a neighbor friend. S13 is $10. And I would trace the pattern and then make it for every season if they like to bake. S13 is $10 a panel. And I think we have 6 of these panels.
Okay, if you had the message that you sent out earlier, that about with the little pink laces that, you know,
Yeah.
It's there's a tiny little live up in the left-hand corner, and if you press that live, it comes on.
They should know that, though. They've been doing this for so long.
So,
it's our regulars. So there must be some issue that they're having. Yeah, because our regulars should know that. Yeah, but thank you. I know. I don't, the 3 that have posted that they're having trouble getting on Facebook, there are regulars that are on every week, twice a week. So I'm not sure what the issue is. But sometimes Facebook just reacts differently. A lot of times you have to close out and then come back in. But you can always supposedly hit that live button on your phone up in the corner when you go onto Fabric Chicks Creative Oasis. There's that button at the top corner that you can hit. It's usually red when we're live. Okay, so here is S22 is $7. S22 is $7 if you need a Halloween panel. If you've got little ones, you could just quilt this up and just be one little quilt for them to pass around. If they're a little bit bigger, you could just add some borders. And then they've got a fun quilt for Halloween. S22 is $7. And that is probably 36 by 44-ish. So a project almost done if you want to just have something fun to give your grandkids for Halloween. And we have some new fabrics. This is just in from Front. S23, Stephanie Brandenburg. You know I love her artwork. S23. I think Phyllis has some shirts like this that you got from especially for you, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're not Brandenburg.
No, they're not Stephanie Brandenburg, but they're very similar artwork kind of a thing. So S23 is $12 a yard. I mean, $12 a panel. S23 is $12 a panel. S23 is $12 a panel. And then it has some great go with it fabrics. S25. This is absolutely beautiful. Like the intensity is, I don't know if you guys are seeing this on the other side, but the intensity is incredible. I'm gonna unpin it so you can kind of see if
And
it's,
Phyllis did a ooh.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, it is good.
So that's kind of what it looks like. S25 is $12 a yard. So I don't know if you guys realize that if you come into the shop, our fabric is $14.99 a yard now, and that's still on the low end. Bay Area prices are like $16.99 a yard, and France had Hawaii $16.99 a yard. So so we're trying to keep it affordable for you, even though since 2020 the prices have literally gone up probably, I don't even know how many times, because every time I turn on the computer it's an update with pricing. But I would say all the manufacturers have gone up at least 8 times in the last 5 years, which is kind of unheard of, but it's kind of a sign of the times. But anyways, S25, $12 a yard, Northcott Fabrics. And then here is a beautiful rainbow one. And it actually goes from red to purple. And then the other half of the fabric is purple back to red. So kind of like a ombre here. I'm going to open it up so they can see it. Just to make sure I'm not lying, because I've done a lot today. Yeah, it opens back up. So you go from red to purple and back to red. That actually would kind of be a fun sunsetty. I mean, you could even do water and then mountains and then sun up here. You could, a lot of fun artsy things you could do with that, or just piece it. And then S14 is $13 a yard also. S14 is $13 a yard.
It's not a wide back.
No, these are just regular. These are all just 44 inches wide. And we have the quilt behind me, which a lot of you already have. That was the way we finished the quilt. If you want the kit with the fabrics and the binding is going to be 49 by 68.5. And tonight, S26 is $69. S26 is $69. It's normally $74.95, so you get $5 off today. And then S20, if you want just the panel, S20 is $10. S20 is $10 for the panel that's the center of the quilt. S20 is $10 for the panel that is the center of the quilt. And then the blocks around it, S21. S21 is 6. We did 6 of the blocks around it, so you could still use 2 of the blocks for hot pads or something. S21 is $10 a yard. And then, in case you want to be really coordinated, you can make stockings to match. So S19, $6 for the panel of 4 stockings. You can do front and back and only get 2 stockings. Or you can do like we did, because it's going to be against the wall, nobody's going to see the back, and get 4 stockings. S19 is $6. So we did a batik on the back, and then we actually, when I say we, I mean Karen, not me. We lined it with the same fabrics. So we lined it, and the backing is the same fabrics, and then just used the cute little woodland animal for the front. So $6 for that panel. And we have only 2 fabrics left in that collection. So if you need the fabrics from that collection, wouldn't let me post for a while. What was the rainbow number? S15, Connie. S15. Okay, S17 is $10 a yard. S17 is $10 a yard. Hey Cindy, how are you? And then S16 with the birds, S16 is $10 a yard also. So there's a little bit of that fabric left. And we have a ton of auctions. Are you guys ready for auctions, or do you want to see the new Tim Holtz fabrics? Here is another Halloween panel, S12. S12 is $7. You can make pillows with these, or you could make cute trick-or-treat bags. Really cute trick-or-treat bags or pillows. I'd throw rickrack around them and just throw them on the couch. Or they could make little garden banners. S12 is $7. S12 is $7. And let's see, let's do a few auctions. And then we have the new line of Tim Holtz. Okay, I know you guys are gonna love this. We have S159 is $5 for an Amish doll. It actually makes a big Amish doll and a little Amish doll. So Sarah and Ann. But you can trace this pattern and create more dolls if you wanted and more dresses. Just do it out of different fabrics. S159, didn't you lock the door?
I thought so.
S159 is
Oh yeah, I did.
$5. Did you lock the door back up?
I did.
159. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi guys. I need your bathroom.
Okay. S159 is $5. So this is an auction. So if you're new to watching and you want to bid on this, you just put down S159 and then put the amount you want to bid. So we've got Sarah and the Amish dolls, which, like I always remind you, trace the pattern pieces and then you have a new pattern. And patterns are not cheap, so that's a good place to start, especially if you don't know if you want to make dolls. This would be a great one to start with. And then S112, the auction is starting at $4. So you have 2 hand towels. And this is Rex McKay Service. They're vintage hand towels. RX, which is like for the pharmacy, I guess. But prescriptions. But what I'm not sure of is, why do you need a knife? I guess that's to mix the potions. I mean, there's a
It's
It's a surgery knife.
well, what do you need a surgery knife for on a dish towel? I'm confused here. These are vintage, okay? Quality since 1833. So if you know a nurse or a doctor or somebody who needs some towels, you've got the potion mixing bowl here, the surgery knife here. I mean, come on. This is like priceless. You could make if you know a nurse, you could just make her like a little bag. A little tote bag would be cute, I think. Anyways, the auction S112 starting at $4. 112, the auction is starting at $4. You are going to want to stay. Oh, a pill counter.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The pill.
A spatula. You just never know what you're going to get here. Well, if you need any of these, S159 for the Amish dolls, there's 2 of them. In this, I mean, you might not necessarily love Amish dolls at the moment, but this one turns into a little doll. But they would be great if you've got a granddaughter or a neighbor that you're sewing with. These would be great for them to cut out. They learn how to cut them out and then sew them together. It's pretty easy sewing. So just a kind of an inexpensive project you can do with kids. S159, $5, and then 112 for the pharmacy, priceless, vintage, 2 dish towels or whatever you might want to use them with. We do have a big Afghan, and I don't know. I hope Amy is not watching. I'm sure she's not watching. But if any of you are friends with Amy or know Amy, she's having I can't say it on here.
You go ahead and do what you want.
I'm sure that she's not watching. But they're having a surprise party and they're looking for raffle items. I don't know if you guys know, but her husband's got Parkinson's and cancer. So they're doing a big party for him. So if you guys want to send anything to her, let me know and I will give you her address and all that. Okay. I mean, it's kind of a small community, but we're what happened to the
It's there. You're not. It's over in the. No, keep going. It's other corner. That way.
Okay. So here we have a finished Afghan. And this is like the softest yarn I have ever felt. I don't know what kind of yarn it is, but if you're into brown and red, S18, the auction is starting at $18. S18, the auction is starting at $18. And it's a big Afghan. So if you need a quick gift, this is a
great one for a grandson.
Yeah. Or something, you know, just to throw around you watching a movie. S18 is $18. S18, the auction is starting at $18. And then we've got a ton of auctions today. S18 is at $18. $159, the Amish doll is at $8. It's at $10. There's no takers for the pill counter spatula RX.
This is a really quality made that you don't find. This is something
like if
woven in the United States. I'm pretty sure Niagara.
I might have to make some. Maybe make something for Jody.
Startex Mills, South Carolina. This is from the lit people. So it's one that'll actually work in your kitchen.
If there's any locals, Devin is not going to ship this, but if there's any locals that need a foldable ironing board, this is free. Okay. If any locals need this, it's free. It's a foldable ironing board cover. If you need a foldable ironing board, it's free to locals. I don't think Devin's willing to ship it. So just let us know. We can put that in your box or under your box because it doesn't fit in your box. Here's some vintage linens. We have a ton of vintage linens today. I almost kept these for myself. I'm not really sure why, but they just look like we could do a lot of fun things. And you can cut them into littler pieces. You can even cut them apart, do some slow stitching with them. I have 3 of them. So the auction is, well, I don't know, I'm seeing 2. So S129, it is 8 of these squares. They are vintage. They are a little bit discolored, but they would be fun to add to your slow stitching. S129, the auction is starting at $10. And then we have another one, S125. So they're identical. S125 is starting at $10 also. So super cute, fun little vintagey things. Okay, I'm going to clear stuff away. So Fran wants the ironing board. My granddaughter was given an Amish doll ornament when she was 4. She couldn't understand why it didn't have a face. The next day I noticed there was a face added in pink marker. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, Fran Harris wants this. Okay, we've got 3 of you at $10 on the auction. 3 of you at $10 for these 2. $159 is, I believe, $159 is Carolyn for $10. Carolyn for $10. And S18 for the Afghan. There's no takers. S13. Yeah, Terry Evangelo wants S8, S13. She wants 2 aprons. Miss Phyllis.
I'm sorry.
Terry Evangelo wants to
Oh, I see it.
S13.
Yeah.
Okay. S125 is at $12. 125 is at $12. 112. There's a taker for 112. Susan DeHont. Okay, Susan DeHont. So we've got on the table, we've got S18. So if you've got somebody you need to give a gift to, but you don't want to spend a lot of time making them something, they are literally never going to know you didn't make this. And I'm just going to tell you, Gracie wanted to take this home because it is so soft. Isn't it so? It's like softer than any Afghan I've ever felt. Okay, let's see what else do we have. We have S152 is an unopened cross stitch for a angel's stocking. So if you need the 3 holy angels stocking unopened, S152, the auction is starting at $10. 152, the auction is starting at $10. S152, the cross stitch, all the yarn, everything you need is in there. S152, the auction is starting at $10. And then we have S155 is American Songbirds. It's a VIP print. Pretty sure it's pretty vintage. S155 is starting at $6. So a bunch of cute little birds. You can cut them apart, log cabin around them, or you could do some thread painting and then put them into frames. Lots of different things you could do with them. S155 is starting at $6. I have a whole bird wall upstairs. I should probably take it and do something and put it up there, except for that my bird wall is already kind of full of all the things I've collected. S155 is starting at $6. 155 is starting at $6 for the birds. And then we have a finished quilt. So from now until Christmas, we're going to be auctioning off finished samples in case you need Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, baby gifts, whatever kind of gifts. This is upside down. So this is a finished quilt. I think it's kind of babyish, but it's kind of an I Spy. So you can see S147 is $75. S147 is starting at $75.
I did $75.
Okay. Doris bids $75. So you have to outbid Doris. This is starting it's at $75. But if you look here, you have tigers in the trees. See that? I don't know if you guys can see this tiger coming out very well. Here, I'm going to hold it up. And then there's a bunch of I Spies. Do you have a date tonight or something?
I don't know.
Oh. So you can see, I don't know if you can I Spy anything else, but there's a bunch of I Spies in there. So kind of a fun thing. Doris is at $75 unless anybody has outbid her. At S147 is at $75. Already quilted, already hand bound. This is what the backing looks like. Oh, Doris says her granddaughter's a tiger freak. Well, and if she lives here, she's gonna be a tiger.
She found my
That's the
sweatshirt
school
this
mascot
morning.
here.
She found my Douglas High sweatshirts
Oh,
this morning.
this. Okay, let's see what we got here. S18. S18. Are you just came to change your clothes?
Yeah,
That's really weird. Where are you going tonight?
I'm going.
Going where?
Going.
Going where? Just
To
because
bed?
you're 20
Party?
doesn't mean you can't tell your mom. Just, Devin, do a brief picture of her. It is raining outside and she's going out on the town. I feel like she could possibly have a date or something.
Aren't you freezing?
Are you
Oh,
going
not
line?
yet.
Are you going line dancing?
Maybe.
Oh, sounds suspicious. Okay, 18, I don't see. I think 18 18 is going to Tina B.
18.
155. The birds is at $12. 155. $12. S155 is at $12. 129. I got so far behind. 129 is at $12. And 125 is at $12. 12 and 12. Okay, I think, oops, sorry. I think it's the two 12ers. Okay, Susan DeHunt at 12. Susan DeHunt at 12 and Connie Wiggins at 12. And then 147 is at $75. 147 is at $75. 155 is at $12. Whoa. Susan, it's already gone. Sorry. But you did get one of them. I'm pretty sure, Susan, you got one of them.
Yeah, Susan DeHart.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah, you got one of them, Susan, but the other one is already gone. Okay, 155 is at $12, going once, going twice, to 120. Oh, you silly girls, you each got one. 155 is Fran Harris for $12. 147, the finished quilt is at $75, and then 152, the cross stitch stockings. We've 152. I think, I don't know. This is getting so confusing. I need a helper here, Devin.
You can't read them. So
You should maybe get a new tripod so you can help me. 152. I don't think there's any takers on that yet. So we'll leave that out a second. Let me get a couple more. Of course, we put these on the other side of the room. Okay, we've got vintage S137. The auction is starting at $2. And you've got, this is what they look like. So if you guys remember when Kathy Holden, she's pretty famous now, but she came to our retreat a couple years ago, and she took these doilies and then she added fabric patches to them and then slow stitched across it with these doilies showing. S137, the auction is starting at $2, and there are 3, I guess they're handkerchiefs. They're hankies, except for, although when I'm hiking, I do kind of like a real hanky, even though I think it's disgusting to blow your nose, put it in your pocket, and then keep reusing the same hanky. But when I'm hiking and it's freezing, I hiked in the snow on Saturday, and like our noses kept dripping. And so it would have been nice to not have to just keep wiping it on my sleeve because I couldn't reach my Kleenexes. Okay, 137 is at $4. I know sometimes it's too much information here at Fabric Chicks. Okay, this is a Doris quilt. 152. We've got no takers on the cross stitch. I'm going to throw that in there. 132 is at $4. And then here is 132. You guys keep an eye on that.
This is 137.
Oh, 137. 137 is at $5. Sorry, 137 is at $5. And then here are 4 counted cross stitch. You can put these into a quilt, or you could make pillows out of them. I think you're still supposed to do something here. There's a tiny little spot here. I don't know if it washes out or not. And then I think you're supposed to do something here, but I'm not sure what. Maybe just a running stitch would be good. It kind of looks like French knots, though. I think you're supposed to do French knots here in the center and then along the border.
Yeah, that's French knots.
Yeah, French knots. So most of the work is done for you. This one does have quite a few stains on it. I'm not sure if you can get them out or not. And then here's another one. I don't see stains on there. And then here is another one. So you got 4 of them. Fairly good shape. S158 the auction is starting at $8. $158, the auction is starting at $8. Suzette says she loves her cloth hankies. Well, Suzette, huh? I just don't know about blowing your nose and then keep putting it in your pocket. At some point, I just like throwing them away. Okay, S158 is starting at $8. 137 is at $5. 137 is at $5. And then we have a cute little baby panel. S136. The auction is starting. Oh, look at Phyllis has hankies in her. Look, Phyllis has hankies in her purse. You just never know.
Not used yet.
Not used yet. They're for single use only, and then she takes them home and washes them. But she's got 2 of them in her purse, just in case her nose starts running or something. I guess that's old school, where you actually like wipe it on a hanky. Nowadays, we're like, oh, let me just wipe it on my shirt. I mean, you know, this is 2025. Okay, S136, $10. Quack, quack. Super cute if you've got a baby coming or if you do charity quilts. Quack, 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 quack. S136 is $10. S136 is $10. Super cute little baby quilt. Literally just quilt it or tie it, and you've got a quick and easy baby blanket. Quack, quack. S136, $10. Oops, S136, $10. I hope Lynn's okay. I didn't hear from her. I am not calling Hanky Girls old. I would never call Hanky Girls old. I would never. Okay, here's another fun panel. S150, the auction is starting at $10. S150, the auction is starting at $10. It is a cute little cabiny moose. S150, the auction is starting at $10. S150, the auction is starting at $10. S150, cute little moose and canoe, starting at $10. And then I will close some of these up so we can make more room. S158, 158 for the cross stitch butterflies, which are absolutely beautiful. 158 is $8 to Victor. That is the steal of the day, for real. Yeah. Literally, that kind of makes me wish I'd kept it in my stash, but I cannot keep everything. I have to keep reminding myself. Somebody referred to me as maybe becoming like my mother and becoming a hoarder. I gotta get rid of stuff, okay? I'm working on it. Okay, 150. The moose is at $15. 136 is at $10. 136 for the duck panel is at $10. 137, there should be a bag there. 137 is Susan DeHont for $5. 136. The ducks is at 136. The ducks is at $10. The moose is at $15. The moose is at $15. And then while Doris is getting stuff put away and organized, I'm going to show you a tablecloth. I don't know the name of the guy, but there's some guy on Instagram or somewhere, and he sews shirts out of all the linens. And so he's got like a tailored shirt, like kind of see-through. Might look really nice on him. But I think there's so many things that we can do with these tablecloths.
Like use them on your table.
Yeah, like Phyllis says, use them on your table. You could totally use it on your table. It is a ginormous tablecloth. S123 is $8. S123, it is literally ginormous. 123 is The auction is starting at $8. 123. The auction is starting at $8.
There's enough there to make a shirt.
You can make a shirt. You can make a, or even, sometimes you want to,
Skirt.
well, you'd have to line it.
Yes.
You could line a skirt. But I also saw on Facebook today, hang on a second, I'm going to find it for you because it was so cute. Just more ideas. Okay, S123 is starting at $8. You could get a new tablecloth for Thanksgiving. Oh, Devin's on my phone. I will post on Fabric Chick Stitch Along. But what she did is she took a jean jacket and she cut the arms out from here to here. And then I'm sure she used the arm pattern. So she took the jean jacket, cut the arm off from here to here, and then probably opened it up, used that as a pattern, and then sewed in the lace like from a tablecloth as the sleeve. It was, and then she put the denim back, the cuff back on. It was so cute. It literally was adorable. So many things. Oh, a wedding dress for Gracie. Victor, wash your mouth out with soap. We hope Gracie doesn't get married for another 10 years. Minimum.
Kurt is not ready for Gracie to get married.
No. Nobody is ready for Gracie to get married, okay? Okay, 136, the Ducks. 136, the Ducks is going to Jenny for $10. And then 150 is Judy for $15. And then the tablecloth, which is like 5 times bigger than Doris. Doris is struggling to fold. Okay, while she's doing that, I got some more crazy stuff here. Oh, Devin says I better get the Tim Holtz done so that we don't forget that. S123 is at $12 right now. 123 is at $12. I have no idea what this is. Oh, these are some type of linens. Like a cloth napkin, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
But these do not match, but 2 different cloth napkins. S144, that auction is $1 for 2 vintage cloth napkins that do not match. S144 is $1 for 2. This one has they both have a print on them. So if you eat by yourself, then these would be perfect for you. Or if you want to cut them up and make hankies out of them, that'd be great too. Need duck panel, send ASP. Devin, Jenny needs you to send her project ASAP. Okay, I'll tell Devin to send it tomorrow. 123 is at $15. 123 is at $15. This is just what do you think this is?
It's really tightly woven cotton.
No, it's like a pleather on one side. Here, I'm going to ask. I don't like your answer. I'm going to ask Phyllis. Phyllis, what do you think this is? It's like an ultra suede on one side, but not.
No, it's some kind of a synthetic, I think. Maybe not. Feels almost like linen.
She says it feels like linen.
It's really tightly woven.
I think it feels almost like ultra suede, but not. So we literally have no idea what this is. S143, you can take a gamble and you can own it. But it's like too soft. It's like feels weird. This is how it's woven here on the side. So it's some kind of a something. It is a big piece. Let's see. It's okay, so you've got like more than 2 yards. More than 2 yards of whatever this random stuff is. S143, the auction is starting at $1. 143, the auction is starting at $1 for whatever this weird stuff is. It's not too thick to sew on. You could use it in your quilt, but it's like got a soft feeling. I'm not sure. It's like kind of feels like ultra suede, but definitely not. But we don't know. We're gonna have to go to school so we can learn what our fibers are. But if you want to take a gamble on it, S143 is starting at $1. 143 is starting at $1. Under tablecloth to protect table.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. It might go under your tablecloth to protect your table. Move the camera. I can't see it, Devin. Okay. 120. Thanks, Trish. Lynn made it. Well, not for me, but she let me borrow it. We're trying to get a pattern written for it, but it is super cute. Thank you. Okay, 143. Just do Victor for $2. Victor for $2. 123 is Connie Wiggins for 15. Connie Wiggins for 15. 144 is the two tablecloths, the two napkins that nobody knows what it is. Okay, here is a thicker material. Okay, what do you think this is? I mean, it could be the same thing to protect your table. They were next to each other in the pile, but this one's definitely thicker than the last.
Almost like a really old oilcloth.
An old oilcloth.
Because how that side feels like the oilcloth.
Yeah. But it's like too soft. It doesn't, like oilcloth you can wipe off, and I don't know that you could wipe this off. I'm going to ask Phyllis if she knows. Nobody knows. That's why I had to have all these weird things on today's auction so the girls could tell us what it was.
Oh, I don't know. But it feels like kind of an oilcloth.
It kind of feels like oilcloth.
It might be waterproof.
It might. Okay, so your guess is as good as ours. 142, $1. There's two pieces. They're the same weight. 142 is starting at $1. And then we have this fun project, Crazy Quilt Redwork Trees. 3 tree designs printed on white cotton fabric, red Kona cotton backing, DMC floss. So basically everything you need to make these cute 3 little cute trees. So S140 is starting at $10. S140 is starting at $10, and it's everything you need in this kit to make the needle included, the embroidery floss, do red work, crazy quilt, crazy stitching basically, and then you make these 3 cute little trees. So S140 is $10. If you want a project that's kind of mindless, that you don't have to think about, you can just open up the bag and start stitching. This is a great one for that. S140 is starting at $10. 140. And then yes, terracotta. I don't know. Okay, 140 is at $12. 144, we've got no takers. 144, no takers. And then this is a fun project. I mean, who doesn't want to do somebody else's pre-started project? But it is Sunbonnet Sue's. It is vintage. So you've got skirts, and then I think this is probably her hat here. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But all of them. Oh, here's the bodice here. So I think that all the pieces are pinned to it so that you can do this. Because, so here all the pieces are in here. You can see the pieces in there. So you've got Sunbonnet Sue's. They're pinned. They're pinned with, well, this one doesn't have any pieces inside, but it has the bodice right here. So you've got a project to decipher through here. I'm not gonna lie. It could be something fabulous, I think, but you're gonna have to solve the jigsaw puzzle. But here is the part of the pattern pieces. I think this is probably the piece that goes right here. So you've got a hard template pattern piece. Here's some more. Oh, and there was something that goes with that. That's, I think. So here is just what I found in a bag. So here are your pieces. You can try to figure it out. This is your skirt. This was what was in there. So I'm not sure if this is the same project or something different, but you do have some pattern pieces. That was in the bag when I opened it up. And then also Aunt Martha's quilting designs, 35 cents back in the day. But if you look at it, they're pretty timeless pattern pieces. Like we could still use these today. So vintage pattern pieces back in the day, 35 cents. I think this was like for a whole cloth quilt, maybe. So all of this vintage S157, $7. If you want to, I think I saw something that maybe in the freebie box that this might go to.
Okay.
We're gonna hold on to that because it definitely doesn't go with Sunbonnet Sue.
Yeah.
So that is the Sunbonnet Sue bundle. A Barbie dress. Well, you could do anything you want with it. Okay, and then here is the next auction of random stuff. This was like the goodie bag of all stuff we don't know what to do with. So you've got the cutest little hanky for your purse. Some really fun fabric, thread, quality, I'm sure. You've got a couple of ribbons. You've got another one of those hankies that you guys like to put in your purses.
You need those.
Huh?
You need those.
I do need them. I mean, who doesn't need these? I totally do. I actually do love them when I'm hiking.
She might need the ones that didn't sell. They're bigger.
Here is some lace, quite a bit of it. Here's some more lace, some yarns and things, and then a bag of Velcro. So if you want this random bag of stuff, it's Velcro still in the package and then Velcro dots. And the auction,
I think it's underneath.
Oh, right here. $154. The auction for the random stuff is at $3. $154. The two hankies are worth the $3. S154. The auction is starting at $3. What say you, Devin?
About
I don't know anything apparently. S154 is $3. Okay, so 140 for the Christmas tree is $12 to Sharon Weber. 142, Victor for two. Victor for two. And then 157. 157 is Victor's at 10, Sharon's at 9. Oh, Mary Lou just picked it right up to $15. Sunbonnet Sue is at $15. 154 is at $4. Okay, get your final bids in. It's gonna take us a minute to clean those up. I'm gonna grab some more auction stuff. You are not gonna want to miss today because it is full. It's like auction. And really, this doesn't even tap into what we've got here at Fabric Chicks. It is an endless supply of treasures. Okay, here are some. This is a random bag of 4. You've got 4 of these placemats. One of the vintage linens that we have actually has the wedding the card in it. I left it in there so whoever gets it can have the wedding card also. So there are three. You have three of these. 1, 2, 3. So three of these placemats, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cloth napkins, and then this is a cloth napkin also. We should throw those other cloth napkins in with this. Okay, here is another hanky, I guess, kind of too small to be anything else. And then, or dresser scarf. And then here's another vintage dresser scarf or whatever you want it to be. And hang on a second. I'm going to throw these other two in here with it. I'm going to throw these other two that were in the other one that nobody wanted in with it. So S139 is starting at $2. I mean, these would even be good if you need something to build on. You could collage right over it. Then you don't have to worry about the stains, but you still have the base. So you think of it as, yes.
Foundations.
I'll have to ask him. He just ran to the bathroom, Suzette. 139 is starting at $2. 157 is going to Mary Lou for $15. Suzette, hoarding issues is like an understatement at this point. The only thing I can say is at least it's not all in my house. Okay. S154 is going to Suzette for $4. Okay, 139. That whole set of linens is $2. Here, I'm even going to throw this one in. This one is kind of a stained. I'm going to throw this in with this original auction. This could be curtains, but it could also be a doll skirt. And then it could wash out. I don't know. But here's another one. So you've got two of these, but they do need to be washed. S139, that with all of these linens, S139 is at $2. $2 if we've got any takers. S139, all of these linens. So you've got the vintage tablecloth placemats at the bottom. You've got the napkins, whatnot. S139 is at $2. 139 is at $2. And then we have a billion pre-cut squares. So you've got a bunch of these here. I am not sure if they're 100% cotton. Phyllis, what do you think?
Sounds like denim.
This one feels thicker like denim, but I don't think it is, but it does feel thicker.
Might have poly in it.
Yeah, it could be poly. And then you have a whole bunch of these, like machine cut perfectly. I think they're 4.5 inch squares. So you got a bunch of these peach ones. You got not so many of the blue ones. All this kit and caboodle. S149 is $5. The blue and the peach together, 4.5 inch squares. S149 at $5. Could Joyce, for sure, you could tea stain the whole bunch.
Yep.
I would probably tea stain them, or I would throw like tissue dye them or throw paint on them. I would do a lot. I mean, I wouldn't just leave them the way they are because they are kind of stained, but not all of them, but most of them. S139 is going to Sharon Weber for $2. Sharon Weber for $2. S149. Wait, 139. Yeah. And then here, I'm going to throw these into this too. So here is some more. You've got, this is kind of like a linen here. And then you've got some pink, but different pink than that pink. And then you've got a variety of greens here. So all 4.5 inch squares, S149, $5. S149, $5. And then 153 is some trims. You've got a peach trim here. You've got a green trim here, a white trim, and then another white trim. Those two look the same. So quite a bit of yardage of this. S153 is going for $3. The auction is at $3. 153, the auction is at $3. And we have some Tim Holtz fabrics. So let me show you the new line of Tim Holtz. We'll leave these auctions over here in case anybody wants to bid on them. Then I'm going to show you the new line of Tim Holtz. And then I will show you the bolts. If you buy the whole collection, it's only $12 a yard. And then we will if you buy the yardage, it's $13 a yard. If you buy the collection, it's $12 a yard. Brand new, just came in. S11 for the collection. Each month we get a different colorway, but the same principle, a different print, but kind of the same idea. So each month we already have red, purple, pink,
Teal.
green, teal, yellow. We already have a bunch of them. But this is the, I guess, gray collection. The gray and the brown collection are kind of, or neutral collection, are very similar in color. But S011 is the collection. 1 yards are $120. The lace is Mary Lou's at $4. Leave it on. I didn't realize they were bidding. Mary Lou's at $4 for the laces, and 149 is at $5. I think we only have one bidder, so let's do Sharon Weber at $5. And then this is the collection for this month. I'm going to show you the fabrics real quick. We did not even get halfway through the auctions. Oops. Oh, whoa. Ouch. My poor foot. The whole fabric pile just fell on my foot. SO8 for, it kind of reminds me of Kino. SO8 is $13. SO8 is $13 a yard. The collage, SO7 is the collage. SO7 is the collage. SO6 is just a good brown. You could use this for anything, honestly. Kind of a splattered look, vintagey splattered look. SO6. SO5 is the tickets. SO5 is the tickets. So a lot of you are collecting the tickets. Like that's the one we sell the most of. That and the collage. And then this is a map, and it's got Lockport, Lake Erie, Buffalo. So kind of like the Northeast. SO4 is $13 a yard for the maps. Oops, Mary Lou says Tara bid $5. Mary Lou says, are you saying Terracotta's on here? Because I haven't seen any comments from Terracotta.
Hers didn't show up once before.
Do you see Terracotta on yours? Yeah, Terracotta's isn't on Phyllis either. Terracotta, we're so excited you're here with us. I just asked Devin the other day where you were. I have not seen you on the lives in a long time. Okay, Terracotta bid $5 on the last. Which one did Terracotta bid $5 on, Mary Lou? And then Terracotta, if there's anything that you have wanted that you've put in, you're gonna have to let us know because I literally don't have a single comment from you. Yeah. Neither me or Phyllis have you on ours at all. Are you trying to find it on? Oh, Suzette says she sees her. 153. Okay. So 153 is $5 to Terracotta. Okay, the laces. 153, $5 to Terracotta. And then if you bid on anything else, Terracotta, just let us know because
yeah.
or you have to call us if you're bidding on an auction, you got to call us. Or Suzette and Mary Lou, those of you who can see Terracotta, you're gonna have to let us know if she's bidding on anything. Sorry, Terracotta, I don't know where you are. You're so close yet so far. Okay, here's the stamps. SO3. SO3 is for this postage stamps. A lot of you are collecting the postage stamps also. And then SO9 is the alphabet, I guess. A fancy alphabet. SO9. And then S10. This one's a great background for applique. It's got cursive writing. But a lot of times we just want it kind of as a background fabric. The writing is fantastic. I don't know what it says. I'm not even going to try to read it. And then SO2 is the butterflies, maybe some moss. SO2. 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 And then SO1 is like architectural designs. So it has words both directions. So I don't think you have to be too worried about it being directional because it goes in every direction. SO1. SO1. Okay, and then let's see, we got 12 minutes. I do have a bag of giveaways.
I think you have one more panel, did you? This one.
We did that one already. Okay. So we have some giveaways. If you want the collection SO1, S11, SO11. I couldn't make that any more confusing now, could I? Well, I mean, I could, trust me. Okay, that's the collection if you're doing the collection. Tara says she just logged back in. Can you see her?
Nope.
No, we have no comments from Terracotta. That's really weird. I wonder how many else we don't see.
That happened with her.
I think it was her. Yes, I'm pretty sure it was Terracotta that it happened before. But it's weird that everybody else can see her and we can't. So you guys just have to be our 88th set of eyes because I don't know what's wrong. Okay, so I'm just gonna scroll, and when Doris gets back here, I'm gonna scroll and just pick names. If you don't want the prize, let us know. I do have here. I've got a bucket of names. We can pick these names first. Okay, we're gonna pick out of the names. So let us know if you're here. I'm gonna put the prizes down. Linda ABC. So we have Earth Angels. It looks like the batting and everything you need to make it might be in there. We don't know. We've got Threaded Together. This is kind of an inspirational book, breast cancer related. It's got some stories in there. Looks like some recipes. Just a nice book. Threaded Together, the Pink Ribbon Quilt Project. I have Linda ABC. I have Beverly Ann. Here, give that to Beverly Ann. She does dolls. She might know what to do with it. Here is an apron if anybody wants it. Joy D Original. It looks very vintagey and very small, but if you need this apron, just type in apron. We'll throw it in your basket. And then I have a Walla Walla Kitty pattern. And I have Brenda Yagi or Linda ABC or Sua Cope or Sherry. Okay, any of you here, you can pick those two prizes. And then, doesn't that look like it goes to that one weird block?
It's right here.
Okay, so then we have also this random block, and we have cut by AccuQuilt die cut fabric shape samples that look like it belongs with this. So that's one prize too. And Sue Cope says she's here. This you can just shove in Jenny's basket, Jenny Duarte's basket. This is Sue Cope. Perfect for Halloween costumes. Okay, I've got Brenda, Linda ABC. I haven't seen Linda. Sherry and Dennis. Dennis, Sherry, are you still here? I know that's not how you spell your name, but it's what's in there, and I'm sure you're the only Sherry I know. Okay, Stephen Norma Kaufman, are you here? Okay, and then I'm gonna, we have a bunch of these pre-made little Christmas ornaments. So I'm just going to scroll, or Phyllis can scroll and give me names, and we'll just put names on these. What I would do with these is I would fuse a piece of muslin or white fabric on it, and I would use these for gift tags. So already made gift tags is what I think they would be perfect for. Suzette did take the ones that weren't Christmassy, and she sewed them on the fronts of the purses that we made for the girls in Africa. Okay, so
Judy Spivey.
Judy Spivey. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 8 names. Okay, perfect.
Connie Wiggins.
And Steve.
Linda Meyer.
Who?
And Linda Meyer.
Oh,
Thank you.
Brenda wants Wally.
Carolyn Gravinish. Can't say her name. Dennis or Sherry.
Sherry Saul.
Susan DeHunt. Mary Lou. Is that enough?
One more.
Brenda Yagi.
Okay, Brenda's like a double winner. Okay, and then Sharon Weber, are you still here to win? I've got Sharon Weber, and I have Sua Cobe, and I've got a frame up pattern, super easy, quick table runner pattern, and then we've got this one random block with the die cuts. Let me know if you guys are there, which ones you want. First one to respond, and oh, we've got 5 minutes.
Sharon's here.
Okay. All right, we have an auction, S120, a flamingo bag. A flamingo bag already made sample. And S120, the auction is starting at $10. It is lined, so you have a cute little beach bag or a grocery bag, reusable bag. S120, if you need a gift, perfect gift for somebody already made. I think you paid for the panel and the fabrics. I think the kit, we sold this for like $25. And here we're selling the already finished one because we love to give you our time for $10. S120, the auction is starting at $10 for the reusable gift bag. S120, the auction is starting at $10. And then I also have this top. It's a quilt top, a wall hanging quilt top. S122. It's upside down and backwards. This is an already done quilt. You have to quilt it though. Just the fusing is on. You have to like stitch it down. Just the fusing is done. Super cute little boot quilt. This is this was a shop sample from when we first opened, I think. S122, the auction is starting at $15. S122, the auction is starting at $15. And let's see. Devin is watching the clock very closely. Thank you, Sue. Okay, wait, Sharon. Okay, who responded first, Sue or Sharon? I think Sue did. Okay. Okay, so the 2 auctions on the table, 120 is at $10, 122 is at $15. There's 2 of you at $15 for the boot. It is super cute. You guys could do some thread painting on the sunflowers. And really, I mean, it's really, I almost kept it for myself, but I already have one quilted, so I don't need 2 of the same exact quilt. S122, $15. Okay, perfect, Sharon. S122 is at $15. 120 is at $10. 122 is at $17. 120 for the flamingo tote bag already finished is at $10. $10. 120 is at $10. you girls are going to be very lucky in the near future because I don't know if you've seen behind me, but we have to just clearance stuff out. We got to get rid of it. So you guys are going to get some good deals just in time for Christmas. And we want to say thank you for being so supportive and tuning in every week. We love you. 122 is at $17. 122 is at $17. 120 is at $10. 120 is at $10. Terracotta's at, thank you, Suzette. Terracotta's at $17. Suzette's at $20. Gosh, Suzette, thank you for being so honest and putting terracotta in there and then bidding against her. Okay, Suzette is at $20 for the boot. The flamingo bag already finished and ready to go. Cute little Christmas gift. You could totally give it as a gift in a little gift basket with some candles or something, you know. S120, $10. 120 is at $10. 122 is at $20. 122 is at $20. All right, we're going to have to get this done quick because Devin says we have to end at 5:30 today. He's probably got a hot date too. Oh, he's got homework to do, he says. 122 is at $20. 122 is at $20 for the applique boot. And then 120, it's actually just fused. It is not sewn down. And then 120 is at $10 for the flamingo bag. Going once, going twice. Okay, 120 is Jenny Duarte for $10. 120 is Jenny, and then 122 is at $20. 122 is at $20. And let's see. I was looking to see, sometimes I have like some hidden things up here for freebies, but I think I put them all in the basket and we've given them all away. Okay. So that is, oh, we do have, look, I have a cute little pumpkin that we made at some point. We could give this cute little pumpkin away. Okay, pick a name, any name.
This one's finished.
122, I think is going to go to
Sharon Weber.
Sharon Weber. You won the cute little pumpkin. Sharon Weber. I'm going to just cross this name out. That is going, the boot quilt is going to Suzette for $20. Gosh, that was a steal, Suzette. Sharon Weber. I'm going to put a W on there, even though we don't have another Sharon. Okay, so that is all we have for you today. We will see you on Monday. We're going to be here for one more week, and then we go for another retreat. In November 2nd, we're not hosting it, but we will have a shop there from the 2nd to the 7th. So we won't have any lives the 2nd to the 7th, except for we will do Quilt Show Reno at 3:00, even when we're at the quilt retreat, but we just won't do our live. All right. I might be in our hotel room doing the live. You never know. All right. So that's all we have for tonight. Have a great week sewing. Go sew, sew, sew.